Alrighty, fellas. Good morning, 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 and good schmorning, and good afternoon, and good evening, and good night. How are we doing today, fellas? What's up? Okay, well, wait a minute, Pseudo Widow. Chill. Hatching eggs today, as per usual, or yes, as per usual, the last 2 days. Currently in box 10, so I have 30 eggs in box 10 or so. 30 eggs here, 60, around 90 eggs left to hatch, and that's it. I might be setting up to do either making more eggs today or probably making more eggs tomorrow. I feel like making more eggs today would be a pretty tall task. I might make more eggs. We'll just have to see. If the anniversary event, it really comes down to whether the anniversary event happens or not. Like, if the anniversary event is delayed, I'm actually okay spending down to around 25 mil or so. I'm down to spend some Pokeyen and work my way towards keeping enough just for the Christmas and Lunar New Year. That's fine. But if I have 3 events, I need more yen. But if I don't, then yeah, it's a weird, we'll see what happens. Obviously a bunch of different species being. I do have 2 like full boxes of stuff to sell today as well. So while my eggs are hatching, I could go ahead and do a quick, sell video and get out the Windows calculator and see how much profit I make just from selling these 2 boxes. These are the stuff I got from clearing out my mail. A lot of these, I think most of these, not all, but pretty much most, 95% were gifts from viewers. So a lot of this stuff is going to get sold off, and it's going to be Pokeyen literally gifted and donated to me, which I'm fucking honored about. So we'll see what happens with that. But for now, I'm going to hatch some eggs, chill out, drink my little energy drink for the day, and say hello to chat. Good morning, guys. How are we doing? Do you think this year's pumpkin bags are worth the investment? Sealed product is like almost never a bad investment. It's like, it obviously just, it comes down to how long you care about holding it for, how long do you plan to hold it for, and how long do you want to sell it for? If any sealed product is not a good investment, it's probably this year's pumpkin goodie bags. Let's be totally fucking honest, right? This year's Halloween event was one of the weaker ones we've ever had, and there was still a lot. There was a ton of players for this event, and it was probably the weakest ever. So I would argue, like, if any sealed product is gonna like not be great, it's probably this one. Would I really recommend investing in it? Not really. I'd probably recommend just waiting. I'd probably just wait for either the 11th anniversary or the Christmas event. Or if you really want to invest in stuff around this price point, I mean, I'm a huge personal preference. I'm a huge anniversary chest guy. I think these anniversary chests from the first, there's not even that many. Dude, wait. Anniversary chests are so fucking underrated. Look at this. There's only a page, and there's not that many on the GTL right now, but they're all around the same price. The price is really low on all of them, but there's not that many on the GTL. It just goes into cakes and goldens. That's actually mind-blowing. Yeah, golden anniversary is also cool. Anniversary chests, I'm a huge fan of because it was the first, like, think about it. The anniversary chests come from the first event, the first anniversary event. Excuse me, let's go buy it. Fuck it, we'll spend 2 mil. Why not? These come from the first anniversary event in PokeMMO ever. There's never going to be another first anniversary, like 10-year anniversary. Like that, I think anniversary chests are fucking awesome. And I don't think they're ever going to be lower than like 25 to 30K. So it's up to you. I'm a huge anniversary, but obviously I'm personally invested into this one. So do it at your own risk and own will. Obviously, like, I could be biased by a huge degree. Let's talk about investments. A good question to ask me is, hey, what are some good investments that you haven't made or have missed out on? And there's like positives and negatives to asking that, right? Because on investments that I have made, I have the personal bias to tell you guys to invest in them because I think they're good, right? Obviously, I think they're good. But also but also you could argue investments I've made, I put my money where my mouth is. So I truly believe it's a good investment. Versus investments I haven't made, you could argue, oh, I'm not, what's it called? There's not as much personal gain behind it. But there's also not as much personal conviction behind it. You could argue like, oh, you haven't even made the investment. How could you tell us to make the investment? Isn't that a little, yeah, I get that critique, right? Let's go ahead and, I think old goodie bags and stuff are super underrated. Let's look at I think the oldest I have is like 2018 or something. Nothing crazy. 2018 Xmas presents. Let's see. Xmas present. They're pricey though. That's the issue. Well, these aren't that bad at all. 200K or so. That's actually cheap. Dude, if I was a real madman, I would just buy out the whole GTL. How much would this one cost though? I was a real madman, but I need my money for the upcoming events. If I was a real madman, I would just do that. Let me go ahead and do 2017. Ooh, 8 mil a piece. 2016, none on the market. 2015, 95 mil, one on the market. There's none pre 2015. Dude, old sealed products like that gets pretty freaking wacky. Yeah, I think this is stream recap number 13. I'm excited to actually start numbering I've been doing stream recaps for a while, but I haven't been numbering them consecutively. Also for like events, I would do like PokeMMO Halloween event, stream event recap or whatever, like number 2. I would like do different numbers per event, but I'm excited to like actually do a long string and like see the progress of how many stream recaps I can have over the years. It'd be really cool to see. I spent the last 4 days catching Shroomish. Dude, nice. How much have you made like decent Pokeyen with that? What have you been doing? I really want to try. I want to do a video doing a loop from 1 hour or trying the Shroomish strategy where you just like you shiny hunt Shroomish and then you quick ball any Shroomish you run into. So it's like I'm really excited. That'd be a cool thing to try. Now you use expert lures while you do that, so you'd probably make way more Pokeyen for sure over time and stuff. That's actually a great piece of advice, Clue. So usually while you're hatching eggs, right? Usually while you're hatching eggs, you wouldn't want to get encounters. You wouldn't want to like do ×5 hordes or shiny hunt while hatching eggs, because what happens is, yo, what's up, Nadyak? What happens is it stops your egg hatching timer. If you're in a battle, it just stops your timer, so that there's no point really. But repel tricking is mostly you running back and forth. Like you don't get that many encounters if you're repel tricking correctly. So it's actually kind of an interesting premise. If you want to like Scyther, yes, like shiny hunt for Scyther, you could make Scyther eggs and then also repel trick for Scyther. That's a really interesting. I'd love to try that at some point. That's really, really cool. Hey, I just started playing PokeMMO. When do I get access to buying Pokemon on the market? 4 gym badges. Once you reach 4 gym badges in your first region, you should be able to use the GTL is what it's called. The good old global trade link. Dude, speaking of 2012 Pokemon, like the market investment, look at this. I didn't see this. This guy has there's very few 2012 shinies that firstly exist, very few on the market, and very few that newly get listed. It is really uncommon we see a newly listed 2012 shiny. The ones that I've seen on the market were a shiny Primeape and Butterfree that aren't here anymore, and then this Beedrill, Dengar. I've only seen 5. I've seen like literally 5 2012 shinies on the market, and that's it, which is crazy. So there's Beedrill now, Dengar. This Execute is new. 80 mil. That, you know what this also means? This was probably a Safari caught Execute, which is insane. I don't know where else it would have been caught back then. This is probably Safari caught, which is congrats to this guy. It's EV trade. That's super, super sick. It's beautiful shiny. When you think about how rare a 2012 Mon, like, there's not even in the market right now. No 2012 Bulbasaurs, no Charmanders, no Squirtles. 2012 first evolutions starters are so rare on the GTL for a couple reasons. Because firstly, you had to survive so many things. Firstly, to have a 2012 Charizard, you had to have not used your starter, first thing, which is already really uncommon. You had to have, step 1, not used your starter, right? Step 2, still be active and come back to the game and actually be playing today. That's really rare. You see someone from 2012, 11 years later now, playing this game still. Step 3, you had to have not been banned yet, right? Which is that's a long time. It could get banned, Step 4, you had to have not bred the Pokemon. Breeding consumes the Pokemon. If you didn't breed it yet, that's kind of insane over 11 years. What was that, step 4? Step 5 would be that you had to have been on an account that didn't get wiped upon any of the username resets. So you had to have been active or at least had enough hours at the time of a username wipe or reset to not get your character deleted. I had a bunch of characters deleted that were very like inactive on username reset and stuff like that, right? So that's, dude, there's so many things that can kill 2012 Pokemon, and that's why 2012 Mons are so, so sparse today, and why they have that value. It's similar to, I always compare it to base set Pokemon cards. 2012 Mons are literally just the collectible, similar to base set Pokemon cards. But I would say less people have nostalgia for them, obviously, compared to trading cards or Pokemon cards. But yeah, there's absolutely a lot of value and desirability and scarcity there. I got into PokeMMO from a Pat video. I don't have nearly the time to play. What's an easy way to log in and try to invest? And like, you're asking, like, if you don't have that much time in the day, What's your best way to progress? I would say Jimmy runs. I think Jimmy runs and flipping. Dude, I think if you don't have much time, you've got to get into flipping or like shiny flipping at some point. Now, I recommend completing. You still have to, I mean, if you're new to the game, you still have to just complete all storylines. Like there's no easy way around that. If you're new to the game, if you don't have much time, the hardest part is going to be you completing all storylines, or at least like 4 out of 5, maybe 3 out of 5 is like a huge checkpoint. Once you have enough to do a solid Jimmy run, get like Unova, Kanto, and like Hoenn or Johto done, and that'll be a huge checkpoint to allow you to do good Jimmy runs. And then once you're able to do that, build a good Jimmy run team. Once you get like 1 mil Pokeyen or so from Jimmy, and like it sounds like a lot, but like 1 mil Pokeyen from Jimmy runs is like 3 hours. It's like literally 3 hours, 3 days of gym runs, and that's it. It's not that hard. The hard part is starting from scratch and getting to that position, right? To be able to afford. Jimmy run teams are cheaper than ever, though, dude. Jimmy run teams are actually crazy cheap nowadays. It's kind of unbelievable. You can make Typhlosions and Cyndaquils and stuff. Let's just double check the prices right now. So you need a 25 plus special attack and speed, either mild, moderate. Let's just Cyndaquils, because I think Typhlosions are going to be more expensive. Let's do Cindas. Let's look for mild, modest, or rash. Modest is usually the most. Look at this. This is a Jimmy run Typhlosion for 35k. You buy 2 of these for, what is that? 35 plus 40, 75k. You buy the Torkoal and the Whimsicott for like 5k a piece. You've got a Jimmy run team there ready to go for like under 90k. That is unbelievable, right? What's your prediction for the new feature being added to the anniversary event? Dude, I really genuinely don't know. It could be anything. I don't know. That's a really, like, it just could be anything. I think like the game's in a very, there's not like one thing, there's not really one thing that I can think of that they would add during the anniversary event that would just like make the game incredibly better, or like really fix it. It's in a great spot, so it's more so we're just like adding on at this point. We have to like rebalance from there. I mean, the one thing that I think of is dungeons or raids, some sort of end game piece of content that people can just grind and have a go-to thing. People really want that. But I've said this over and over again. I don't think they're going to add that with the anniversary event. I could be wrong. I could always be wrong. But I don't think they will. I think that they might test it. To be fair, like they tested alphas like that, you know? Okay, all the stream recap boys haven't been seeing this, but I just got gifted a tremendous amount of subs because my community is way too fucking nice to me, and I always say that I hope my content and my guides and my background voiceovers and streaming and yelling and cringe talking is enough entertainment to warrant it. But I just wanted to say that I just reached over 300 subs on Twitch for the first time ever, which is a crazy milestone, and I want to say thank you to everybody who's contributed towards that. Who in a million fucking years would have thought that some dumb kid skipping school to play PokeMMO could play this game for a living and play it for, like, if anything is a representation of like, there's so many ways to add value to life, and I hope that I'm adding enough to be worth the, you know, the payment from you guys, and you guys, you know, it's insane. It's like literally the most inspiring fucking thing to me that like people can make money. Not just myself, but anybody can make money like doing their passion. And it's not always the most money. It's not always blah, blah, blah. But like it's the fact that it's possible is like insane, like truly insane to think about. And it's awesome to see. And I think with the power of the internet, with the power of online resources, there's just more opportunity than ever for people to make a living doing whatever they enjoy. And that's just one of the most goddamn beautiful things to me, man. Pursue your categorical desires, pursue your passions and interests, and good luck to you all. I appreciate your fucking love, guys. God damn. I've thought about doing more shiny flips, but right now I'm sitting on one. I'm sitting on, I guess 3 actually. I don't mind doing a 4th shiny flip. Sitting on 4 is kind of where I draw the line. If I'm sitting on 4 shiny flips, I kind of gotta wait for 1 to sell before I actually, you know, put more money into stuff. But I'm down to look for a shiny flip, to be totally honest. Let's check it out for a bit, and then I might want to go try to do like the Repel trick, Heracross sort of thing. The one thing I'm hoping for here is, please God, not a shiny Rapidash. Literally any, I'll even take a Tranquil. A Tranquil would obviously not be great, but like anything but a shiny Rapidash. So I'm still getting some like weird, and double battles don't really follow the Repel trick rule, which is the weird part of this, the weird situation with this location specifically. But please no Rapidash. I'm really hoping for no Or no, Rapidash. My shiny Ponyta that I have was a shiny Rapidash that I found here in a double battle. Like, shiny Rapidash is one of the most common ×5 Horde shinies in the entire game, and I got mine via a single, or technically a wild double battle, and that was a shitty way to get it. And then I'm just hoping, I just don't want another. I'm really hoping that I stay away from Rapidash. I'll take any other shiny here, literally. Someone could correct me. This is a great question from Joe Kenny. So I thought Repel Trick didn't work on the dogs. That is correct, but it does on Mewtwo. Is that not the? Yes, I believe you're correct. I think you can actually Repel Trick for the wild legendaries that are the King of the Hill style legendaries. You actually can Repel Trick for, which is really funny. Are they level 100 in the wild? I think they are level 100 in the wild. Correct? Maybe 80, something like that. You can Repel Trick for those King of the Hill if they're in the wild, but you can't for the legendary dogs. I believe that's correct. But apparently Fawn, he broke his dry streak. Apparently Fawn, someone in Team Mr. just got a shiny unknown. Dude, congratulations. Shiny unknowns actually take so long. Like, the single encounters feel so slow. I think the, like, spawn rate there or something, you have to, like, make so many steps. It's, like, actually kind of rough. Unknowns are a pain in the ass to encounter. Congratulations. That's a really sick. Unknown is an awesome 100% chance, if I'm not mistaken, single encounter shiny hunt, dude. It's a really cool single encounter shunt. Oh shit, Fawn has 7 letters so far in the unknown alphabet. That's crazy. Apparently he just got a duplicate. That's an insane goal to go for like a full alphabet of unknowns. Dude, what's the average shiny hunts? Obviously it's at least 26 shunts, but if you're gonna get duplicates, it's probably way more. It's probably like at least 50 plus single encounter shunts for unknown. That is unbelievable. Oh, there's 11 in total. Is the full alphabet not in the game? Dude, I know so little about unknowns, period. That's crazy. That's super interesting. He's got 7 letters so far, 11 in total. But you're saying he has 11 shiny unknowns, 7 of which are unique. And is the full set, is the full like 26 or whatever in the game? Dude, that's crazy. I guess there's more, right? It's like the letters of the alphabet plus like symbols, like exclamation mark and shit. Are those in the game as well? That's in like question mark. Dude, it's a cool goal. It's an insane goal. That's a fucking tough one, dude. Good luck to him. That's crazy. Talk about unique shunting goals, man. I love to see that stuff. More power to Fong. That is super. That would drive me crazy for sure. Yeah, I was definitely skeptical of this spot for a while. And you make sure to watch the loop from 1 hour video to see like the full numbers of everything. But I was definitely skeptical of this spot around 20 minutes in or so. I was like, you know, the amount of encounters for Pinsir Hera didn't seem that good. I was like, why don't I just like you know, expert lore here and get encounters? But I've actually gotten, so I'm up to 271 Pinsir encounters. So I've gotten 21 Pinsir encounters, I believe, while here. And then I've also gotten, I think, 36 Heracross. So 21, there's another one. 37 plus 21 or whatever. What's the math on that? 59 or something? 37, 38, 50. I'm so dumb. 58 or whatever. 28. Yeah, 21 plus 37. 58. So I've gotten 58 rare shiny encounters here in like 40 minutes or whatever. Less than 48 minutes or less than 40 minutes. That's like actually really good. This is actually like, this spot is better than I expected with Repel Tricking. And I have spent around like 30k or so Pokeyen around, but that's actually like, that's really solid. I'm definitely excited to see the final numbers. This is actually way more promising than I expected. The first 20 minutes had me skeptical, but I'm excited now. Someone just said shiny Shelder is not that good. You're out of your goddamn mind. Dude, Shelder is S tier in my opinion. For it's an shiny Shelder is gorgeous, dude. There's like 3 shinies in Gen 1 that are S tier. Let's see if I can remember them off the top of my head. It's shiny Dragonair, shiny Shelder, and there's one more that I'm forgetting. I have my tier list somewhere. I don't remember what the third one is. I remember the 2. I remember Dragonair and Shelder. Is it Diglett that I put S tier? Something like that? I'm gonna double check my tier list. Sandslash. That's a good S tier pick. Sandslash was my third one. So my 3 Gen 1 S tier shinies were Sandslash, Dragonair, Shelder. Dude, that's Giga Brain picks. That's honestly genius. Wow, good picks by me. Oh, and Oddish. I put Oddish S tier. That's kind of a personal preference. I could understand someone. I like those weird little green ball shinies like Hoppip and Oddish, but that's a specific taste. Okay, Quantum asked, what's the best way to breed a comp Rotom cheapest? I mean, really, it's just knowing what stats to go for. Like, I would just go for 25 plus special attack, 25 plus HP, 25 plus defense, and then like 20 plus special defense and speed. You can go low speed on Rotom. Or, wait, sorry. What Rotom form are you going for, actually? Rotom Wash, you actually can go lower speed. Like, I like going like 27 speed on Rotom Wash. for slower vault switches, because I think if you have slower vault switches than other Rotom washes, you gain advantage on the switch, which is awesome. But if you're like normal Rotom and not Rotom wash, you probably do want 31 speed. But it kind of depends. If you're going like a defensive normal Rotom build for NU, it can depend. It can really depend. But you're probably going like Choice Spectre, Choice Scarf if you're going NU normal Rotom. 0 speed IV. 0 speed's kind of insane. I think you do want some speed on Rotom wash. But you want it to be slower than other Rotom washes, if that makes sense. I mean, Rotom wash 5 times 31 bold. What's the best strategy? There's no strategy there besides just breeding, man. If you want a perfect Rotom wash, it's almost always going to be the same price every time. There's no like strategy there. You could like get a shit ton of 1 times 31s and breed them all like the same money that way, but like you're not really good. You're saving money for the cost of time, which is kind of, you know, there's no secret strategy to like, oh, if 5 times 31 bold Rotoms go for 1 mil, you can't, oh, I'm gonna do this, employ this secret strategy and breed it for 200k. Like, no, that's just the price. Like, there's no secret strategy around it. If you don't mind a imperfect Rotom wash, which I recommend, you really 5 times 31 is aggressively overrated. You do not need that to be good in PvP or like play high ranked. You could reach rank 1 with like 25 plus and 31 in the correct, like 31 in speeds. You can't skip on speeds. That's the only caveat. But if you're like 25, 28 plus, like there's just so few roles that are gonna matter. Rotom wash is so good. Like if you have a 28, I would say this is a perfect Rotom wash, almost, like essentially, right? Like 28 plus HP, defense, special defense, like 20 plus to 25 plus speed, and then like, yeah, 20. You don't need a perfect Rotom wash. You need bold. Bold is really important. Nature is really important. But yeah, if you want to, you can't go for perfect and for cheap, right? You can't do both of those things, right? That's just not, you got to pick one, in my opinion. A 5 times 31 Rotom wash is going to be so much minusculely better than like 25 to 28 plus, but it's going to be like 5 times the price. Like you could build an incredible Rotom wash, 25 to 28 plus, correct nature yada, for like 200k, maybe 2 to 300k if you want to go like 28 plus and stuff. Maybe 31, even less, like 1 to 100 to like 150k. But if you want a 5 times 31 bold, it's going to cost you 1 to like 800k to 1.2 mil minimum every time. That's, yeah. What are some physical attachers that are viable in comp? Dude, if you're looking for just viable competitive Pokemon, just view PvP stats. It's one of the most powerful in-game resources that you have access to. PvP statistics, go to whatever tier you want, bam, there you go. For OU, physical attackers, Scizor, Garchomp, Dragonite, all physical attackers, Tyranitar, Gliscor, Breloom, you know, all that. UU, you've got, I don't know if Empoleon goes mixed or special, or I don't know, probably Scald Spam. I don't know what you go. Crobat, Flygon, I'm probably physical. D-Dance would be my guess. Machamp, physical attacker. Poliwrath, physical attacker. NU. You got Hitmontop, physical attacker. Quillfish, physical attacker. Piloswine, physical. Sceptile, you can kind of go either. Probably go special, but I'm not sure. Sharpedo is physical for sure. You can kind of go mix with Life Orb, Ice Beam sets, though. Druddigon's kind of a tank, but technically physical. Quagsire, I think, mostly goes special nowadays with Scald Spam. Golem is physical. Hariyama is physical. Escavalier physical. There you go. Go through the PvP stats, man. Rumel, did he open a Ghost Lantern or did he like just buy? Dude, how is Ghostly Lantern doing actually? I took a little, oh, you got a shiny Litwick. I'm an idiot. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, dude. Is it Ghostly Lantern? Yeah, it is. 1.8 mil. Ouch, dude. Fucking ouch. Rumel, how many sealed products have you opened? You said that you've opened 3 White Rabbits, 1 Shadow Bone Club, and 2 Ghostly Lanterns. I don't know if I've ever opened 1 Ultra Rare in my entire life, and you've opened like 6. That is insane. We are on our last box, fellas. Last box of eggs. 30 eggs, just 30. Not really a full box, but you know, 30 eggs to hatch. So we'll see what, a lot of Sudowoodos, Scorpies. We'll see what happens, fellas. I actually did almost forget. Okay, so Rumel sent me, I did forget about this. Rumel sent me 10 pumpkin goodie bags. He has the best RNG I've ever seen with opening ultra rares from sealed product. So let's see if I can follow. If he sends me the goodie bags, can I get lucky? Does the RNG transfer? Let's see how it works. So I'm gonna keybind it. 1, XP Charm is really good. 2, Magic Charm is really good. Okay. Already getting way better RNG from Rumel's bags. Shadow Ball's fine. It's not great. Trick Room. I love Trick Room. Spell Tag. Shadow Claw, 2 more, X Attack, 50. Yeah, okay. The first 2 were the best, and then it was downhill from there. So, no ultra rares, but you know what? We did get the XP charm and item magnet charm. That was pretty good. But don't gamble. Not worth it. I just lost so much money for sure. How is gambling bad if I just made some channel points? Yeah. Such a good sentence. How could gambling... I just made 5 grand playing blackjack. How could gambling be bad, guys? That's an awesome... Basin, you know what? You're right. Basin, true. Dude, that's actually a great question and a great thing to hope for. Someone said, do you think that there will be Horde changes with the anniversary update? I would love for the anniversary update to bring more... yeah, like possibilities into those Horde... All the Horde shunts that got nerfed, it'd be really cool to see them add more different species lines into them. So I always give the example of, like, imagine, you know, because right now the Dratini shunt is 80% chance for Magikarp, 20% chance for Dratini, which makes sense. Dratini should be a rare ×5 Horde. That's totally fine. But the real issue is, like, the fact that you have to get 4 shiny Magikarps on average just to get 1 Dratini. That's annoying. Who the fuck needs 4 Carps? Who the fuck needs, like, that many, you know, repeat shinies? So the idea of them adding in, like, a Horsey spawn there, for example, so it's like 20% Dratini, 40% Horsey, 40% Carp, that's a lot cooler. Then you can get, like, that way you can get, like, 2 shiny Horsey along the way, get yourself a Horsey and a Kingdra, and then 2 shiny Carps along the way, get yourself a Carp and a Gyarados, and then 1 Dratini. You kind of fill out the whole line, and, like, that makes a lot more sense. That makes sense. I think adding more species lines into those tougher Horde shunts would be a huge update. I would wish that would come during the anniversary event. We'll see when that happens, but that would be awesome to see if the anniversary event even comes at this point, because this timeline is going to be strange, like I keep saying over and over again. On to the last 5 eggs, fellas. Will I get lucky? Will a shiny happen? Probably not, but we'll see. All right, let it be known that let it be known that I did not choose this name. Someone paid me 10,000 channel points to rename my shiny Muk into Muk Wz'owski. Honestly, a good name. I should take credit. Honestly, a good name. Is that spelled correctly? Probably not. Okay, this is the spelling they chose as well. Wz'owski. That is insane. Did you get a shiny from your eggs? I missed the last couple streams. No, I did not. With those hatched. Ooh, there we go. All the eggs hatched. All of them made. No shiny from this batch. That's how the dice roll. You know, it's one batch. What are you going to do? Time to set up for the next batch, I guess. Copium. Yeah, I'm going to start some box organization. Just, yeah, so I went ahead and linked up. I'm getting ready for the next session of egg shunting. I went ahead and linked up all my female Sudowoodos with male Geodudes for the most part, and other mineral egg group male breeders are just so cheap, so it's nice to do that. And then we've got a bunch of... I'm gonna do mostly Dittos, like, just to make it easier on myself, because it's so much to match up all the females with males. You save some Pokeyen, but it's just so much more time investment, unfortunately. So I'm gonna first go ahead and start claim. Well, let me start actually doing this. My favorite... Oh, this is so good. I always say, like, this update saves you so much time egg hunting. It's ridiculous. It's so nice to be able to do this. Boom. All right, all of our boxes organized. Now we need to start dumping Dittos. It's going to be a great way to clean out my mail, honestly. Dude, I have 172 mail. I'm going to clean out so much of my mail by dumping all my shittos in my boxes, which is honestly awesome. What a hilarious day. I wasn't expecting to... That, like, now that's going to get its own video, because I didn't expect... I was just going to include all that in stream recap, but now it's going to get its own video because I accidentally won the catch event, so... That's a good meme. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream here. We've been live for a little over 4 hours, and it's been a blast. I won a catch event, hatched a bunch of eggs, a lot of stuff to do tomorrow as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You know, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like the video if you did enjoy it. Dislike if not. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO videos. I do upload every single day. Check out the Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord down below if you're interested in that for updates on my content and tons of information and help during the event holiday seasons as well. And then if you want to go above and beyond and support my content, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and most importantly, PayPal and Venmo donations do help out the most. But thank you guys for your time. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno. Yo, Patrouski here. Firstly, thank you so much for watching till the very end of the video. I truly hope it was worth your time today. And secondly, thanks to everybody whose name is listed here. You guys all go above and beyond and allow me to make daily content. Thanks again. Have a great day.